Tell you something else. There's a lot to be said for making people laugh. Did you know that's all some people have? It isn't much, but it's better than nothing in this cockeyed caravan.
The next comic is probably the sickest fuck you'll see tonight, and I love him for it.
That's one of my favorites. He is a man who is a Shaolin master of the dark arts. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dark Master.
This guy's one of my personal favorites. He's very warm, very lovable, very sweet, very giving. The guy's been one of my friends since I started out this business, and he consistently brings something new to the table every fucking week. You gotta admire that kind of dedication.
He's a man who has never been to any contest. He's one of my favorites. Give one. Come on. Yo,
Guys, this next comedian, are you saying the clean comedy, squeaky clean?
This guy also helped me get kicked out of another venue that
That's one of the more interesting comedy podcasts in the area. The JoshCast. Check it out sometime.
the best show on the internet, Mr. Motherfucking Josh Jack Boo!
The Jack turns into the social media world.
Oh, no.
This episode of JoshCast is pre-recorded in the JoshCast Studios. The JoshCast Studios is my parents' basement in Northeast Mayfair, Philadelphia. And this episode actually has a sponsor, our only sponsor, analbleaching.org. May your butthole shine bright like a diamond. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. It is Tuesday night here, Halloween. It's not a coincidence that it's Halloween. I always record on Tuesday nights. No, I did not go trick-or-treating. No, I didn't do anything, just fucking worked and fucking slept. Tomorrow night, of course, I'm going to be at the Northeast Comedy Cabaret. Where else? I haven't got coverage this season, I think, at all, so I don't think that's happening anymore. But if it does happen, you'll hear it. After this clip, you're going to hear a classic prank call, I believe called Staple Accident. Not one of my best calls. I pretty much just scream about a staple in my hand, and it's pretty old and it's not one of my best, but you hear that clip. Alright, so before we get to the topical news, I just want to say that I recently got contacted by B. Lion, and he wants to do a podcast with just him and I. Now, let me explain this long story. It's kind of a long story, and I'll try to shorten it the best I can. About a month ago, B. Lion texted me and said, hey, what do you think about doing a Skype call-in show? And I thought he meant just him and me, and I said, that sounds like a good idea. I had some ideas. Then he gets back to me and says, okay, so it's going to be you, me, Enam, which is his girlfriend, fiance, and some guy named Derek, who does really shitty voices. And I said, I don't know if I want to do that because I know I listen to their podcasts. He used to have a podcast with his girlfriend called B&E, and she didn't really seem into it. She always complained how she didn't want to do it, and she was being supportive, and I said, I don't know. And then this other guy was like, is he a comedian? Does he even listen to podcasts? No. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this or not. So I tried it out. We did one episode, it went okay. Then we did two. And then if you could hear the second one, it's called the JoshCast Lost episode. I forgot what number, but you can see it on the iTunes and YouTube thing. Well, actually, I put it up on YouTube. And there was some controversy because I brought in this guy, Nick Doritos, who pissed Brian off years ago doing a comedy bit. It's a long story. And I brought him on as a guest just for a segment, and then Nick took over the whole show. There was some drama. I said something about Enam, but I meant it as a topic for a show, not an attack. She took it personal. Nick was pissing the other people off. They got uncomfortable, and then that was the end of the show. And then Brian started his own show called BJ and Ed. Now Brian started his own podcast with his two friends called BED Show. So I listened to one of their episodes, and they were kind of trashing me on there. The asshole Derek with done funny voices said, oh yeah, he called me Jack Off a Boo or something, which is, not very common. People make fun of my last name. And then Brian said, oh, he's probably jerking off to his own podcast, which I have never done, by the way. Unfortunately, this show is not good enough for me to jerk off to my own podcast. So Brian texted me, ironically, like the next day, which was yesterday, and said, hey, I'm thinking about doing a show with you. I don't think I want to do a show with these other two people. They're too sensitive. And I said, nah, I'm too busy jerking off to my own podcast, according to you phonies. And then he said something back like, oh, you never said something bad about anybody before in anger. We were just upset at the time. And I said, yeah. And I said, I said my points. I'm not going to get into it. But my points were pretty much that, they got upset because I wanted to host one episode. There was 4 hosts of the show. I had some topics and I wanted to host. And they said, oh, you're taking over the whole show. It's not your show. And he got all pissy. And I was like, what the hell? And there were some other things. And they didn't want me to put the episode up, even though I spent over 2 hours recording it and over an hour editing it. And they want to say, oh, 3 hours of my time. And then, oh, we don't want you to put this episode up. Come on. And there was a whole drama. So I told him, I said, I don't want to deal with that shit. And he said, no, there won't be drama this time. So possibly this Sunday night, we might be doing our own podcast. If it goes through, I don't know what the name of it's going to be called, but we're going to try to get interviews, have topical jokes, and maybe it might be better than this show, hopefully. There was no episode of I'm Only Serious News Network on Sunday night. It rained all fucking day. But if there is this Sunday, man, that might be too many podcasts. Doing this podcast, I got a new podcast, and then Dan Mahan's podcast. Whew. Folks, I'm tired from sucking at podcasts. Well, I have yapped enough. Let's get to the topical news. Of course, the main story is 8 killed in active terror in Manhattan. It was some sort of truck incident. And I'm trying to see, this happened, obviously, in New York City, down a bike path. 8 dead as truck carries down bike path in Manhattan in terror attack. A driver plowed a pickup truck down a bike path along the Hudson River in Manhattan on Tuesday, that's today, killing 8 people and injuring 11 before shot by a police officer, calling the deadliest terror attack since September 11th. Damn. Now, I used to drive Uber, and I know Nick DiPaolo complains about the traffic. These bike people are fucking annoying. We all have fantasies of running them over, but man, this is a terror attack. It's kind of hard, Man says family was held at gunpoint until police realized he didn't rob his own home. Oh, so it's a multiracial family, biracial family, and man, Nick DiPaolo makes a really good point. You don't really hear the other way around. They love reporting the white people saying racist things, but you don't hear anything else. But what are you gonna do? Trump says he'll make a big move after the New York City attack. He'll tweet about it. No. I don't really care. I don't want to jump on the whole Trump bandwagon. I'm tired of hearing about this guy. It says astronauts share out of this world Halloween costumes, dressed like Star Wars and other shit. Alarming drug found in child's Halloween candy bag. How did this story get viral that quick? It's only 10:47 at night. Halloween was just a few hours ago. A small bag of meth. Why did this kid sell it at school, right? Fucking, and fucking make some money if he was smart. Don't tell your parents, you idiot. 8-year-old Jump Roper, featured on Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show, was killed in a car accident. Jesus. This is in Jersey City, New Jersey. And he was struck by a car and killed on Saturday afternoon. He was walking home from a fundraiser when a 6-year-old man driving a red Jeep hit him. So, he was dead 20 minutes after the accident. Jesus. So somebody was obviously jealous of his Tonight Show fame. And why? He should be. He's only 8 years old. No. Alright, so couple arrested after child found with maggots in diaper. And it's some white trash looking family. Yeah. That's fucking, yeah, that should be fucking, they should be arrested for that. Netflix greenlights major move amid the House of Cards controversy. Yeah, so Kevin Spacey grabbed some fucking 14-year-old boy's ass 30 years ago. So what? That's actually not as bad as him grabbing a fucking little girl's ass, right? I don't know. Police issue arrest warrant for Rose McGowan in Virginia. She must have had pot on her. I heard down there they really cracked down on the pot. Crack down on the pot. Hey, 200 dead after North Korean nuclear test. Oh, I'm glad that the test came through. It works. People will die with a nuclear attack. Let's see if there's anything else going on before we wrap up this everyone's talking about the iPhone 8. There's complaints. Yeah, it's never going to be perfect. This is a funny story. Wendy Williams collapses live on her talk show. She's dressed like the Statue of Liberty. She has green hair. She has a stupid outfit on, and she looks surprised. Like her eyes are popping out of her head. Let's see. This has got to be a joke, right? Did she actually really collapse? Yeah, this got to be a joke. Williams dressed as Statue of Liberty was about to kick off the shows. Let's get started. Slurring backwards. Clips she immediately was shared on Twitter by fans. It says, slumming backwards. Oh, she did collapse. She collapsed to the floor. That was not a stunt. I'm overheated in my costume. That's awesome. I don't like her for some reason. I think she's just some fucking popping off the mouth cunt who needs to shut the fuck up, and she doesn't have a talent, but people like watching her because she talks to these fucking housewives. Alright, folks, so that's not it for the show, but that's it for the segment. Got a classic prank call for you. Also, public freakouts, sober commentary with drunk people. If any open mic coverage happens or anything else in comedy, you'll hear about it. This is the first, but yet worst podcast in Philadelphia. And this is your favorite podcast show that you don't listen to. You gotta keep listening to find out what happens next.
Hello? Yeah, is this the office supply store? Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering if you sell stapler removers or something like that? Yeah, there's some basic ones. Okay, do you have do you have one that's like sensitive to skin? No. Oh, my brother basically, he's got his staple stuck to his skin and it's pretty deep in there. And I try to use pliers on it, but it's really painful. Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. Him and his friends were messing around. They got drunk, and I think one of them stapled his testicles. Yeah, better go to the hospital. Do you think they have something there that they can get it out with? Better go there anyway. Yeah, true, but I mean, he really wants to just get it out, get it over with. About infection and what the hell's the other word? Hygienic? Proceed hygienically. Wow, you know a lot. No, I don't know shit. I'm a dumb dude. I spent about 6 years in college, and I found out that my eyes opened when I got out. Wow. I mean, are you mad right now? I didn't mean to upset you. Oh, are you kidding? What's to get mad about? This is 007, man. The 2006 is over. It's out of here. Yeah, I know. Here's the mission, man. Dun, 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 dun. Wow. Yeah, we're Bond versus Bambi. Do you have fun at your job, or...? No, this is a stationery store. What do you see in it? I don't know what people see in it. What's this all about? I don't know. I mean, I called the operator. This is the number they gave me, so it's the bitch's fault, you know? Yeah, you gotta try the hospital or something like that, a clinic. I was gonna say, you use a lot of good words. I was about to bring them over there to you, and you can, Yeah, the free clinic is where you ought to be. Yeah. All right, well, thanks a lot. You were very entertaining, and thanks. All right. Have a good night.
Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Alpha. Erica speaking.
Hi, I was wondering if you sell staple removers here?
Yes, we do.
I was wondering, do you have one that's maybe different, like maybe sensitive to skin?
Ooh, you got something in your skin?
Oh, no, actually, this is like a weird story, but last night, one of my brother and his idiot friends got drunk, and he actually put a staple in one of his testicles.
Oh, my God.
And it's like really deep in there, and like we tried to get it out and stuff, and he's kind of embarrassed to go to the hospital.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's really deep in the skin, and it's bleeding. I think it's infected. And
you might need to go to the doctor.
He does, but he's too embarrassed.
Yeah, not going to supply that case.
I know.
Yeah, we don't sell those guys.
Oh, okay.
But I really advise him to go to the doctor if he can.
Okay.
All right, so hope you guys get that fixed.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye. Good afternoon, Curry's.
Yes, I was wondering if you sell staple removers here.
Do you need one picked up today?
Well, I kind of need ASAP because my brother has something stuck in his skin and he needs to get it out.
What does he have stuck in his skin?
A staple.
Okay, how far away are you guys?
Where you located again?
Well, how far away are you? Because it's after 5 and we close at 5.
Oh, so I might have to come back tomorrow, I guess, then.
You're going to let him go 24 hours with a staple in his finger?
Yeah, he doesn't, well, it's not in his finger. He doesn't want to go because it's in his testicle. And basically...
You're so funny. You guys should probably audition for Howard Stern. Totally funny. Very good.
What are you talking about? He doesn't want to go to the doctor because he's afraid everyone's going to laugh at him.
You know what? He needs to go to the doctor. He needs to have put on that, and yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about because it's not even a joke. Like, he's too embarrassed to go to the doctor, and he's in a lot of pain.
You know what? You should stop at Staples. I'm sure they have plenty of staple removers, and they'd be more than happy to sell you.
I know, because I was looking for a store, and that's the number that the operator gave me.
Yeah, not looking to help you on that one. Sorry.
Okay.
Bye. Good afternoon, Austin Brothers Office Plus. May I help you?
Hi, I was wondering if you sell staple removers here.
Of course we do. What kind?
I need one that's really sensitive to skin.
Why?
Oh, because my brother has a staple in his skin, and it's really deep in there, and he's afraid to go to the hospital.
Well, my suggestion should be you should go to the hospital.
Yeah, but the thing is, him and his idiot friends got drunk, and one of them put his staple through his testicle, so he's afraid if he goes, everyone's going to laugh at him.
Austin Brothers Office Plus.
Yeah, hi. Why did that lady just hang up on me? I had a very important question.
Which question?
I asked her if they have staple removers that are sensitive to skin because my brother had an accident, and he's afraid to go to the hospital.
Who is it?
Excuse me?
What's your name?
My name's Peter.
What do you want?
What do I want? Is this how you talk to customers?
You said you're not with a...
Yeah, I'm not with a company, but I asked the lady if they sell staple removers here, and she said yes, so I thought it was a store you could buy stuff from.
Okay, and what did you say you wanted to use those staple removers for?
I said I wanted to use it because my brother had an accident. He had a staple. One of his friends stapled a staple in one of his testicles.
You're like a funny guy, huh?
How is that being funny? This is serious. You hear me laughing?
I would suggest going to a hospital, dude.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with being a joke? I don't have time to joke around right now. He's in a lot of pain.
Tell him to take an aspirin.
Oh, so you're trying to be a funny guy?
Yeah, you're talking to my wife, talking about somebody's testicles.
Oh, well, your wife? I didn't know it was your wife.
My wife.
I wasn't being disrespectful. This is how you talk to customers?
But when you call off the supply place for a staple to remove a testicle, you're a fucking idiot.
You're a fucking idiot.
Austin Brothers.
Hey, by the way, your wife sounds fat. When I get the staple, I'm going to put it down your fucking throat.
Come on down here right now, buddy.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
You're
your enthusiastic wife. She's not giving you nuts. You're going to take it out on me?
What's up? It's Thursday night, niggas. And last night was very dead at the cabaret. I think we only had about 7 or 8 comics. No audience. Pretty miserable night, but I've had plenty of those in my failed comedy career. Well, let's do some sober commentary. Sober commentary. Jesus. Let's do some topical news. I wish it was Saturday night, and I wish I was drunk right now. That's why I brought that up. It's only Thursday. Let's do some topical news, and then we get to the public freakouts commentary. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, of course, the top story is sexual harassment. Everyone is talking about sexual harassment. Alec Baldwin said that he was a pig towards girls, but, I mean, he was famous. When the guys get famous, they get this thing in their head. They're like, I can get so much pussy. And a lot of them just get really creepy. That's what happens. And, yeah, so that's top story is not just him, but also they're still talking about, a lot of stuff. It's just fucking, everyone's being, oh yeah, Andy Dick. Now, Andy Dick is one of these guys. I actually thought Andy Dick was funny when I was younger. He had this MTV show called The Andy Dick Show. He had 2 shows. Yeah, Alec Baldwin admits he's been sexist and bullied women. So, yeah, he bullied his daughter. I know that. But, yeah, so Andy Dick had 2 shows. He had The Assistant, which I thought was a funny show, and he had The Andy Dick Show, which I thought was funny as well. And, yeah, man, it's, he was on a movie set grabbing people's crotches, trying to grow grass. That's what he does. If you watched him on the Pamela Anderson roast, the guy had no jokes. He just tongue kissed her and everything. So let's see. Also, Corey Feldman names his abuser on Dr. Oz. The pedophile, he's still trying to raise $10 million. He said this guy named John Grossum, an actor, appeared in 1988's License to Drive and 1989's Dream a Little Dream with Feldman and Corey Haim. He told them on Thursday, so why does he need $10 million? He already named one of the people. Why should anybody give him? I think he raised I don't know if he's true or not, but I think he raised almost $200,000 so far. That's impressive. I don't think that's true. HBO star alleges that Harvey Weinstein raped her. No offense, but who hasn't Harvey Weinstein raped at this point? I mean, it seems like he's raped everybody. Actress Paz de la Horta. Jesus, how the fuck can your middle name be? How can you have two middle names? D-E space L-A. But yeah, she's got a fucked up face. I'm sorry. He could have did so much better. I mean, the guy's a piece of shit. But, Jesus. When I'm, jerk off to somebody. But, fucking, make sure they got a nice face. But hey, what do I know, folks? I'm just a guy who does a very unsuccessful podcast. You know what I'm saying? What else is going on? There's many stuff going on here. President Trump's Twitter is inadvertently deactivated. A lot of people are probably happy about that. House of Cards staffers accuse Spacey of sexual harassment. Oh, man. You're going to hear that word a lot. Sexual harassment. That's going to be the word you're going to hear for the next month. Maybe many months. Mom admits to strapping son to roof of van to hold the pool down. It's a white lady. You ever notice that white people be strapping their kids on top of vans with pools? You ever notice? That's my stereotypical black guy voice. Should do a prank call like that, but either way, it's not that funny. Alright, it says, A-list star has been living secretly on a Pennsylvania farm for months. Josh Jacobou. No, that's not true. I live in my parents' basement. Here in the JoshCast studios, damn it. That's what I do. Fast and Furious star said he'll quit the franchise if The Rock continues in it. It's gotta be Vin Diesel, right? Because Paul Walker's dead. It's kind of weird they show a picture of him. You know? Let's see, let me go to the Facebook page for this website and see if there's anything else before we get to the public freakouts. You know, I heard there was a woman in India who, what did she do? God, I wish I had the story. Randy Quaid described being raped at 5 years old by his teenage neighbor. So now a lot of guys are coming out saying they were raped. Man, it seems like everybody was sexually abused. If you're not sexually abused, consider yourself lucky. I actually feel left out. Let's see, Prince Jackson, that's Michael Jackson's son, rushed to the hospital after a motorcycle accident. It was not a thriller. Huh? It says Uber Lyft banned right-wing activists after continuous tweets. What are they saying? Too many blacks are driving? Yeah, but that's kind of weird how they ban people for having an opinion. I drove for Uber for 3 months in 1 week, and it was probably the worst thing ever. Gabrielle Union makes hilarious confession about her and Dwayne Wade's sex life. I had no clue those two were even married. But what's the confession? It says, how about the host of their sex life? Someone said, why reveal a private matter? Because they're celebrities, and people want to hear what celebrities do. They want to hear how they fuck. You know, because they're supposed to have this crazy... It says, yummy, mysterious, and honest. Yummy? I love you, adding he did it on accident. What did she say? She said it's a good time. Okay, so she still enjoys his dick pretty much. That's what she should just say. She enjoys his dick. Good for her. Glad you got some good dick. Kevin Spacey to make big move in wake of sexual assault. He's gonna start paying people off now, this guy. I heard audio of the Wendy Williams thing of her passing out. That was so funny. She talks so much shit around people. Australian man was raped and killed by 3 men he met through Airbnb. So be careful with that website. I actually tried to use that when I went on my trip to New York, but the guy denied me. And I read all the comments. It was from females. So obviously this guy was a pervert. Egyptian lawyer says it's natural duty to rape women wearing revealing outfits. Yeah, I heard some guys speaking out saying that if a woman wears a revealing outfit, she's pretty much asking for it. People say that. Police chief said that black people are like ISIS, like to be on the firing squad. It says Kevin Spacey was allegedly, I want to get sued, in a sexual relationship with a 14-year-old back in 1983. That's hot. I'm sorry. Edit that out. Alright, folks. So, once again, I'm going to get to the public freakouts. I already got it all loaded up and queued up and such. So, you want to stay around for that because you got to see all the crazy, wacky people in the world and filming people and having themselves filmed, and you don't want to miss that. So, you stay put right there, are you? Alright, let's get to the public freakouts. There's 2 new ones on the Zeus2117 YouTube channel, and then there's one that I picked from the Online Fails channel. Altogether, there's 5 clips. 4 from Zeus, 1 from the Online Fails. Let's get to the first one. This is at the very beginning. This is at number 86, if you want to play along at home, right in the beginning, 0.0. And this is a black guy, and he's very, very angry. He's got a camera, and I guess something happened, some sort of racial, I don't know, I guess a cop shot a black person again, and this guy is screaming at the cops. He's saying the word cracker. He's just very angry. No one's really looking at him except for the 2 people looking at his camera in the beginning, and I hope Nick DiPaolo plays this on his show. I would love to hear his take, but this guy is just fucking racist and angry, and I'm not going to play the whole thing, because it's like a 5-minute rant, but here it is. Let's play some of this. This is an angry black guy. Very mad at cops.
What's your name, bitch? What is your motherfucking name, bitch? What is your name? What is your name, bitch? Officer, white boy, what is your name?
Okay, so this part made a lot of people laugh, and it's funny. There's a white cop he's saying this to, holding a clipboard, and he's got a hoodie on. And I don't know if he's actually a cop or not. And he's just staring at the camera like, fuck my life. You can tell he wants to say something, but he's like, if I say something, is it going to make me look like more of a cracker? It's kind of funny. It's right at 15-second mark. You got to look at this.
So you still refuse to tell me your name? Okay, that's fine. I know you're a bitch, though. You think it's funny, motherfuckers over here dying. You think it's funny. You're a bitch. Your mama a bitch. Your family bitches. Everybody you know a bitch. I'm letting you know.
Well, it's kind of funny because everyone I know actually is a bitch in real life. And my mom is a bitch. And my sisters are bitches too. So if he said that, I wouldn't be offended at all. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right.
However you want to do it, boy, I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready to die, hoe-ass niggas. Ready to die. We died any motherfucking way. I'm ready to die. Y'all some hoes.
This guy just listened to some Biggie Smalls record, and he's ready to fucking die. Jesus. This guy's angry. Fucking calm down.
Fucking cracker bitches. Cracker bitches. Fuck. Get no fuck about nothing. Nothing. I don't get no fuck about nothing.
Now this black cop is just staring at him like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm with this or not. I mean, I like the fuck cracker thing. By the way, black people can't be racist. Remember that. This black cop's just looking back like, what are you doing? You're making us look bad.
Nothing. Nothing. I'm ready to die. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all ain't even getting it. Ready to fucking die. Y'all some hoes. Straight up like that. We can't defend our fucking self because you bitches steady violating our Second Amendment right. Y'all some hoes. Don't come around here no more looking for no fucking guns, I'm telling you.
It's amazing how no one's talked to this guy yet. Usually when someone's that angry, a cop will come over and say, hey, you gotta calm down. Like, you have a right to freedom of speech, but, you know, you're getting out of line here. You're saying, fuck us, you talk about our family. We can arrest you for assault, you know, verbal assault. And one of the cops looks like Carl Winslow from Family Matters.
Better tell your little white friends, don't come around here no more looking for no fucking guns. Y'all some bitches. All y'all. Fucking white cracker bitches. All you cracker bitches. Dick sucking ass. What the fuck you up here for anyway? Bitch, find out where the fuck they was at when 40 shots got let off, bitch.
Now imagine if there was a bunch of black cops and a white guy had his phone up and he was like, y'all some fucking niggers. Y'all some fucking hoe-ass niggers. I don't think that would end well.
Find out where the fuck they was at then. Always around there harassing motherfuckers all day long. Whole motherfuckers ain't nowhere to be seen when shots get fired, though.
You know what he kind of sounds like? He kind of sounds like Dave Chappelle and Ashy Larry. That's what he kind of sounds like. I'm rich, bitch.
Bitch, motherfuckers, get the fuck from... Y'all, I'm telling y'all, boy, y'all action for... Stay the fuck from around here looking for shit. I'm telling y'all. If you ain't been called, don't fuck with nobody.
It's amazing how no one's acknowledging this guy. They're ignoring him. And he just made a threat right there. He said, you better not. What are you going to do if they do?
I don't give a fuck if they do. You think they look suspicious. Don't fuck with them. If you ain't been called, don't fuck with nobody around here. I'm letting y'all know. So I'm keeping tabs now. I'm going to find out exactly what...
You could tell he wanted to make like an actual threat right there, but he got nervous. He's like, yeah, if I find out, I'm gonna... And they went, I'm gonna keep tabs on y'all. Say, yeah, you better watch what you say, because you might get fucked up.
It's one of you motherfuckers is fucking with people, violating our Second Amendment right, and you will be dealt with accordingly. Right. You will be dealt with accordingly. We bringing this shit to a whole nother level now. I'm that laugh. You think it's funny? I hope you the one fucking that nasty bitch. Yeah, I'm disrespectful. Y'all fucking disrespectful, bitch.
Now he's making me laugh.
You letting these hunky motherfuckers run your bitch ass. You know they racist, and you ain't standing up to them. You disrespecting your own fucking race, bitch.
Damn, he's calling him a bitch. This guy's... I was no one saying nothing to this guy. And by the way, the white man does sign the checks. You gotta be careful.
So fucking disrespectful. You fucking right. I ain't gonna never respect no man that ain't even a fucking man. You ain't no man, bitch. I'm more man than you. I stand up to these hunky motherfuckers. You suck a dick for $1, bitch.
Wow, that's a really cheap cocksucker.
Straight like that. You're sucking dick for $1. You ain't standing up to these racist ass cops in your fucking police department. You sucking dick for $1. You a dick sucker for $1, bitch.
How do you keep a straight face? They're not even smiling. The white guy's laughing. He has the right idea. How could you not laugh? All right, let's get to that's enough of that guy. I got a headache. This is on episode 87 at the 1.35 minute mark. It says scammer, so I guess 2 white guys are scamming. Is that possible? I don't know. It looks real. If they're scammers, they're good actors. I guess what they're doing is this black guy hit them by accident, or they jumped in front of his car, and now he's saying you two know each other, and they're gonna yell at the guy. But one of them seemed really fucking mad. So if they're actors, they're real good. I think it's a white guy and it's a Italian guy or Puerto Rican guy. Let's play this. Let's see. You decide.
Who are you? What's your name?
I have first aid training. I have a medical.
I did not hit him. He hit my car. I was parked.
I am in medical.
I was parked. And you are standing up and you talking. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? If I didn't hit you,
Shut the fuck up, alright?
what's wrong with you? All right, talk to me. Yeah, talk. Yeah, talk. Come on, let's talk. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me. Come on. Yeah, come on. You hammer. Hit me. And I'm gonna research who you are. Cause you set it up. You set this whole thing up. You set it up. Nothing is wrong with him. Nothing is wrong with him.
You're not fucking wrong with biker, right? This is myself or fucking biker. Fucking
Nothing is wrong with you. And I did not hit you.
What does a park car, you fucking already?
I did not hit you, and this is recorded. I parked the car, you hit me. Nothing is wrong with him.
I love the music in the background. It's perfect getaway music.
He's a liar. And you set this thing up. You set it up. I'm gonna research who you are.
He's a fucking witness. He saw everything. Alright?
I did not hit you. Why are you standing up?
I was in an accident and he witnessed it.
No, nobody saw. You know him. He know you.
You fucking Moore's a fucking witness. I don't fucking know.
He just rolls the window up while the guy's getting in his face.
What the fuck are you fucking moron? I have no problem with you saying.
Hey, get away from me.
I have no problem with you saying that.
You set it up. I'm gonna know who you are. You set it up. You set it up. You set up an accident. And it wasn't an accident because you. No, you set it up.
Say whatever you want.
What's your name?
Go hit somebody else.
What's your name?
Go hit somebody else and blame that. It was all your fault.
What's your name?
You're lucky he got up. You're lucky he got up.
Nothing is wrong with him.
And the bike is okay. He never myself. A bike too, you fucking moron. I pay his fucking bike. Fucking piece of shit.
I got you on camera, so I know who you are. I will find out who you are.
Fucking camera. I'm fucking taking your eyeballs out and fucking swallow that shit, fucking motherfucker.
Wow, that's Mortal Kombat shit right there. He's gonna pluck his eyeballs out and swallow that shit. He's not even gonna chew them or eat them. He's just gonna swallow them.
Fucking piece of shit.
All right, so yeah, that's actually I closed the number 86 one. There was 2 more in that one. God, I suck. Then I gotta go back now. See what happens when you rush through things. Alright, let's go. Let's do this now. History. Come on. Fucking YouTube. It's my fault, though. Where is it? I was just playing it. 86. And, alright. This is at... Okay, so... For number... This is just a white trash argument. This is at 716. And this guy is just savage. And he's yelling at this big fat white lady. It's a white guy with his hat on backwards. Must be a Trump supporter. And, man, this guy, he just goes in on her. She tries to climb over the fence. And she's huge. She's tall and fat. This is funny. So let's check this one out.
Come on! On what? I wouldn't want to waste my seat like I said. Not on that.
Waste your seat?
Yeah, look at your fat ass.
You ain't got no fucking seat, motherfucker! Stop.
I'm pretty sure he does. I mean, even if you know, he has low testosterone, he's got sperm somewhere, right?
It ain't even your fucking kid!
That's funny. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? What the fuck are you talking about my kid, bitch?
Lisa!
You're a stupid cunt.
No, she can't come for you because she's too
you.
fucking cute, you piece of
You
fucking
guys
shit.
are both hitting below our belt. Fuck you, you trash whore! You
Really?
fucking whore!
Really?
Yeah, really.
I've been with my man for 18 fucking
Hey,
years.
you
What are you about to say? You're alone!
You little boy, you little piece of shit boy walks away. Walks away, yeah. I'd fucking
my
spit
God.
out. Bitch, I'd fucking knock you out. Your teeth.
Post this on YouTube or something?
Yeah, I'm not tweaking.
Hey, I got all my fucking white teeth. What about you, motherfucker? They're mine.
Suck my dick.
And they're fucking white. And I can afford insurance. Can you?
Yeah, I do.
You fucking piece of dog. Fucking dude. You worse than piece of fucking shit. Lisa. You ain't shit,
You're
Ron.
drunk, bitch. Why don't you go drink another one?
Yeah,
Drink some more.
why don't you fucking go tap line?
I'm sober, bitch. I take
Bullshit.
Oh, wow. Whatever.
Bullshit,
Whatever, you
Ron.
dumb cunt.
You just did a fucking drug deal in the front of your fucking yard. Your parents'
You
yard.
got more coots than
Your
that. I have more
parents'
coots than
fucking
that.
yard.
You're stupid, you dumb cunt.
Bullshit.
Get this bitch off here.
Dude, I can't. I've
She's
tried.
stupid.
You can fuck off and
You
die.
can suck my dick and fucking suck another one.
Go
too.
live your
Two
life.
of them. One of your ass and one of your fucking cunt.
This guy must be a fan of the JoshCast. I gotta have this guy on.
Do you support your parents?
Wait,
Do
you
I-
forgot
what
the
do
mouth.
you-
You forgot the mouth.
Oh, yeah, and the mouth,
Really?
too. And the
Do
ears,
you
too.
support him?
I'd slap you.
And the
Bitch.
ears.
Bow.
What the fuck do you do to support your parents? Nothing. But
So?
give them heartache and
I'm a
bullshit.
felon. I'm a felon. I can't
You're a
fucking drive a
fucking
car.
piece of shit.
And so are you. Yeah, get this
No,
fat
I'm
track out
not,
of my
because
house.
I ain't a felon, and I fucking pay for my own.
Like mother, like
Fuck
daughter.
off.
Get a look at get a
Fuck
load of this.
off.
Get a load of this,
Fuck
dude.
off.
Like mother, like daughter.
Excuse me.
Oh,
You can
Ron,
fuck
don't
off.
do that.
Alright, so that comment right there, like mother, like daughter, that pissed her off. And she's, like I said, she's very tall and fat. And now she's trying to climb over the fence. And it's very funny.
Hey,
Come on. Don't bend over. I want to copy you. Come on. Come on over.
No.
Come on over.
No.
Come on over.
No. He's doing this shit just to get under your skin. You gonna let him? Fucking.
You should see the face this guy's making. He's ugly. He's just jumping around like a monkey. Oh, what an asshole. But a funny asshole.
Like a pit bull.
Shit.
You've
Fuck
already
you, you
let it.
fucking drunk hoe.
You've let him.
Fucking drunk hoe.
Stop.
Drunk hoe.
Walk the fuck
Oh, she
away.
can't. Oh, too heated. Oh.
Stop it.
Yeah, you think I did this to my girl? My girl.
You do.
Oh,
You
suck
fucking
my
choke her
dick.
fucking
Stop
ass
it. I
out.
didn't choke
Stop
her ass
it.
out.
Fuck you. You
Fuck
put her in
you.
your fucking front
Fuck
yard.
you. I did not choke
I
her out.
watched your fucking
I
ass.
didn't choke her out, dude.
Bullshit. She stood there like a
Back
fucking
off.
wounded goddamn lamb.
You're stupid.
You fucking
You're
choked
stupid.
her out.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
You're a piece of fucking
You're a
shit.
piece of Trek. Go fucking suck another dick or something. Go on. Go
You
pull
go
a
suck
trick.
another
Go pull a
dick for your
trick.
fucking drugs.
Yeah, I don't suck
Don't
dick.
fuck.
All right, so that was a good one. Now this next one is Uber driver versus passengers. This is like some Jamaican guy, and I think the woman in the back are white or Hispanic. I think they're Latina, and he's just going off on them. But yeah, I used to drive for Uber. You don't know how many times I'm going to tell a bitch to shut the fuck up. So let's get into this right away. This is right after that clip at 10:02, number 86.
So Uber is just anybody who cater to them. It's a service.
Yes, and you're supposed to provide good
It's a
service. You're providing shitty service. You're
No,
rude
no,
and you're
no,
cursing.
no.
Yeah, you just called her a bitch.
You just called me a bitch
She
for no
just used
reason.
the fuck word to me. That's what
You
I'm
been
saying.
fucking
She
cursing
didn't
also.
He said you just said the fuck word. He wants to say F word, but the guy's not from this country, so you know.
She didn't curse you out. She didn't call you a name.
Use the fuck word to
She
me.
used a
Then
fuck
what
word
are you
because she
using?
cursed.
You're using a fucking. I'm
Did she
cursing
say
because you're
fuck
fucking
you?
cursing.
You know
I'm being as respectful as I can, sir. As an Uber driver, you're supposed to provide good service.
As an Uber driver,
you could have canceled. Okay,
I did
you're
cancel.
in person.
I did
okay,
cancel.
you didn't hear her when
I
she was
did
trying to tell
cancel.
you that she couldn't change her phone number.
Listen, that's not
No,
the point.
you listen.
Whether phone number or not, if you call a Uber driver, see the damn phone, you're watching the person approaching you. Get your ass to the gate. I called you 2 times. 2 times.
And I just explained to you my phone number
but
changed.
Get your ass to the gate if you know your phone not working. Get your ass to the gate.
Yep, he's right about that.
No time for this.
And either way, I know for a fact that
You
if
can tell he's got her there. That's why she laughed. Gotcha, bitch.
you're an Uber driver and you're waiting on a person, you have the choice to either wait on that person and it's going to cost more money, or you can cancel.
And I canceled and I went about my business.
So doesn't it show you that I called you?
When you see me driving away, then you call me.
We're calling for someone else, not specifically
No,
you.
if you call somebody else and you say Kerr, you didn't have to press Kerr to accept that drive. But I'm tell you what I'm doing. You're just some little spoiled bitch.
Ooh.
That's one of her. Well, you say phone the mother? We have hell. Phone the parents we have hell, you know. And there are some spoiled little bitches.
Wow, I'm about to fucking
I don't know what this guy just said, but I'm with him on that. Preach, brother, preach.
throw hands.
Yes.
You being rude as fuck.
Fuck
You're
you
being very fucking rude.
Fuck you all. Tell Uber.
I am gonna tell Uber because that's so rude of you.
Oh, by the way, you can't contact Uber at all. You can't call them. You can't email them. Uber is like an imaginary company. They don't give a fuck as long as they get their fucking trips and their money.
Tell him
You're so rude. This is the most disrespectful Uber ride I've been in. The second one.
Oh, so she just contradicted herself. This is the second one. So which one was worse than this one, you fucking cunt?
I called you twice.
Okay, and I explained to you that you couldn't get in touch with me because I changed my phone number.
Misunderstanding.
You just use a fuck word to me.
Okay, but we didn't curse you out or call you a name. Nobody said you're being an asshole like you're being an asshole right now.
You came and started with us. You could have been simply just quiet. As soon as we got in the car, you could have been quiet. Just let your steam out on your own, alright? You're rude as fuck. And
Yeah, but you can't tell somebody in their car. He's right. I agree with this guy. Now, I know you people are thinking I'm taking this guy's side because he's a guy, but I'm not. Just because you decide to be an Uber driver does not mean you should shut the fuck up. It doesn't mean you're a slave. It does. People get in your car. They're using your fucking car as a taxi. Okay, you decide to drive, but that doesn't mean you're a piece of shit. You don't know how many people have disrespected me when I drove for Uber thinking, okay, this guy's a fucking slave. And, there's such snobby people that take Uber. Fuck you. All right? Don't sit there and tell me I can't talk. Don't sit there and tell me to do it with my car. Take a fucking cab or, take public transportation if you don't want to deal with people,
that's it. You shouldn't be an Uber driver then.
No.
Ya.
You should not be taking
Mira, canto, cabrón. Don't start. Please don't start.
You should not be taking
It's too early for this shit.
You should not be taking Uber.
Trust me,
You're
you
just
won't.
too
I shouldn't be
spoiled.
taking...
You shouldn't be driving.
Do you know how
people.
fucking old I am?
You don't act that way.
I don't act... Nigga, you're not acting your age. You're being fucking disrespectful.
So she's gonna call him the N-word now. You couldn't beat him in an argument. You had to get racist, huh?
Who the fuck is gonna sit here and call 2 females they just met little spoiled bitches?
I would.
You're a bitch for saying that. How you feel about that?
I don't feel no way about it.
That's
I like this guy. He has no feelings.
so rude and disrespectful.
That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it.
It's okay, because you know what? I'm diabetic. You're stressing me out right now. And making me really upset. How can you be so...
Oh, so this is what females do. So when they lose an argument, they try to use their emotions and try to fucking cripple you and try to make you feel bad when they start this shit. I love that. And by the way, what does that have to do with being diabetic? Like, that's not a mental condition. If you're fucking diabetic, some people are born like that. That sucks. That's unfortunate. But, you screaming and arguing with this guy's not helping the situation either.
So rude to people you just met.
I know you're taping me right now.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't matter. You don't care.
No, I don't care about
I know you don't care.
You treated us like shit first, bruh.
You started with the disrespect first.
Bruh.
You started it
Let
first.
me stop talking to you people.
You should then stop talking to us because you're being disrespectful anyways.
Because It is beyond.
You're rude. Did your mother obviously didn't raise you right.
Beyond both of you to understand.
No, it's beyond you to understand. Because if you couldn't simply understand that I had to change my phone number and that I didn't know how to update it on the Uber app, you're the one who doesn't understand.
No.
And you have problems.
No.
What does that have to do? Your mother didn't raise you right. When you're actually a nice guy, these bitches take a shit on you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she stopped recording. I guess your fucking Metro PCS phone died. Alright, so this is the last one. I believe. Did I close it? No, this is the online fails channel. It's right at the beginning. This is a white lady filming an Asian lady, and the white lady called her Miss Ling Ling, and the comment section got a kick out of that one. So this is online fails channel, public freakout compilation number 258, right in the beginning, last one.
Can you help him? Because I'm going to do the same thing she wants to do.
You're recording? Recording? You can't record in the business.
I'm sorry. Like I said, it was a mistake that she said the F-bomb, but for you to come up here, it's not okay, but mistakes happen. Mistakes happen all the time. Mistakes happen all the time. That's your kid right there? Don't record? No, don't do that? Oh, okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm really not worried about this job.
She's coming out the kitchen now, I guess. I guess she works in the kitchen. And her little kid just cursed or something.
Can you guys please step out? Can you please step out? Can you please step out? Can you please step out?
Ooh, this Asian lady's getting right in her face. She's pretty attractive, by the way, too. She's probably like 50. She looks good. I would fuck her.
You guys are harassing us, threatening us. Actually, you're harassing us. No, you're harassing us, ma'am. Go ahead, step out.
You got it completely backwards.
No, you have us backwards.
Your $8 an hour job.
Actually, it's 10 plus tips. Thank you. Have a great day. Miss Ling Ling, Miss Ling Ling, go.
Excuse me? What
Yeah.
did you just say?
Yeah.
Excuse me? There's no need for that.
You just recorded that? Yeah, I did. What did you do? I did, and I'll put it on my Facebook and my...
Miss Ling Ling. Now, I understand that is a racial thing, but it's not like she called her Miss Gook Gook or Miss Chink Chink. I mean, there's way worse things you can say, you know what I'm saying?
YouTube, and I will roast you. I'm gonna go get a cop. Go ahead. All the cops know.
She said I would roast you. Come on now. Don't say that. Now she's just trying to sound hip. I'm gonna roast you. Come on.
Me. Go ahead. Go, Miss Ling Ling.
You don't need to do that.
Did your son just run away? Why are you over here doing this when your son's running away? You go get the cops. That is child endangerment. That's harassment. Yeah. Your kid is right there on the ground crying. I'm from here. You're not from here. You're not.
You're not from here, are you?
Stop harassing this company. You're not from here.
You're not from here.
You might not be from around here, are you, Miss Ling Ling?
You're not from here.
Alright, so that's it for the public freakouts. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm all caught up. Till next time, fuckos. Happy daylight saving time here, folks. It's Saturday night. Going to do some drinking and hanging out. Try to do some sober commentary with drunk people. I remember a year ago, I was driving for shitty Uber, and it was a fucking mess. There was so many people drinking, throwing up, acting fucking crazy, just nuts. And I'm glad I don't drive for Uber anymore to go through that. Two things before we start the topical news. One is I put up a fake video on one of my YouTube channels, one of my, I would call it troll accounts. It's one of the accounts that I put shit on there, you know, because for copyright strikes and such. Eminem's got a new album coming out in like a week and a half, and what I did was I took all my songs and put it into an album, and then I put the Eminem picture for his new album on there and said, new Eminem album. You know, people do that and they trick you, and then you click on it, you hear shitty music. Well, that's what I did. And so far, I think it's on like 30, 40 views. People probably already know it's fake before, by even looking at it, but I put a bunch of fake titles. So if you YouTube search Eminem Revival Early Drop Full Album, you'll see it. From my JAK/D channel. That's my like third channel. It's a backup channel. Also, I was listening to some Brian Lichter podcasts, and yeah, the guys trashed me quite a bit. I mean, at first I thought he said one thing about me, but his friend Derek said things about me, and then Brian was saying, I hope he dies, all this stuff, and then weirdly, he hits me up to do a podcast with him, so we'll see how that goes tomorrow night. I'm not sure if we're actually going to do this, and I might change my mind. I don't know, but anyways, I've yapped enough, as usual. Let's see if there's anything going on. Usually Saturdays are very slow news days, so let's see if we can get some stuff here. Just a few things. That'd be nice. 11-year-old boy leaves his candy in stranger's empty bowl on Halloween, and that is very sweet. This is an Idaho boy. So, you know, he's a smart potato. No, but seriously, that's nice, though. I would never do that. Most of us wouldn't. That's why it's kind. The word kind is something that most people wouldn't do. I would not do that. I wouldn't give a shit as long as I got my candy. If other people, some poor kid out there didn't have any candy, I wouldn't share it with mine. The only time I would share it is if, you know, when people make you share when you're a kid. Like, share your candy. You're like, oh, man, alright. Tyler denied kidney transplant due to father's arrest, rushed to hospital. That's shitty. I mean, his father's an asshole, so the kid deserves to die. Let's see. Nanny arrested after baby wipe found shoved down baby's throat. So she wiped the baby's ass and stuck it down the baby's throat? That should be some sort of crime. Baby assault or something like that. Burger King takes on bullying with new hidden camera ad. It says Burger King wants you to stand out to bullying. It says in a new commercial address young people in America today. Whopper Jr. with an anti-bullying ad. It's been hard for me to stand up to other people because I feel like a target. I don't know why Burger King was... I mean, what does Burger King have to do with that? I've been bullied at Burger King before by the employees. It says, college student uses his rap skills to boost his biology grade. So I guess he made a rap about biology. He realized he's a dumb Negro who can't do math, and they said, hey, give him a straight A. I don't know. It says, new Weinstein accuser shares her details. This bitch is ugly, man. Harvey Weinstein, obviously, has no standards. If you're going to be a piece of shit, at least have high standards. Let's see. I don't think there's much going on. We're getting to the shitty news where, you know, they tell you, guess this and guess that. I just want to hear news. Is there anything on... I don't think there's anything. It says, Tonight Show taping canceled as Jimmy Fallon faces a family emergency. What happened? I guess someone, probably Donald Trump, got one of his family members whacked. Donald Trump seems like the type of guy to do that. Keep talking shit about him. Damn, CBS pulls new sitcom on the air after 6 episodes. It's called Me, Myself, and I. What's this about? It says, on the air after 6 low-rated episodes. The new Monday is starring Bobby Moynihan, John Larroquette, and Jack Dillon. It premiered on September to 7.5 million total viewers. There's 1.6 demo. Yeah, 1.5, that seems pretty good, but it's supposed to be a head. O.J. Simpson turns head with a joke about Caitlyn Jenner. What do you say? She must have cut her dick off. C-U-T. Simpson was in Vegas. He said, watch O.J., a lighthearted joke. He said he's never made Caitlyn Jenner, but he barely knew Bruce despite the fact that vacation together. Then he started jabbing. We're guessing Caitlyn won't be laughing about it. I don't know what he said, but okay. He seems like a weirdo. A fucking weirdo. Alright, that's it for the news. Once again, it's going to be... I'm hanging out with these weird pickup guys tonight. It's going to be hard for me to do my sober commentary, but I will do it. Even if I have to hold my phone and talk to myself. I don't care. Alright, see you later. Sober commentary with drunk people in Old City. Rainy night. It's, well, technically 2 a.m., but according to Daylight Saving Times, it's only 1 a.m. And I actually had a fun night tonight. The alcohol probably definitely helped, but it was a good vibe out here tonight. Like I said, last year I drove for Uber. It was a fucking mess. Even though they gave you like an extra raise for each trip, it was a fucking mess. But last night, here's what happened. I was going to go to Center City to hang out, but because of my fucking stupid full-time job kicking my fucking ass on Friday, I fell asleep. And I didn't wake up till 10 o'clock. I took a late nap. So I didn't get down here last night till like 10, actually almost 10:45 or so. And I was just walking by to check out some bars, and guess who I ran into? I ran into Alan the Brazilian guy. So he waved me in the bar. I talked to him, and there was 2 other guys who I met before. Actually, there was 3, but one was talking to a girl. And pretty much, we got in his car, the Brazilian guy's car, and we went to Center City last night, which I was going to go to. So it's kind of weird how I decided to go to Old City. I went to Old City, and then it's not till 2 a.m. yet. Oh, but this black lady was talking to herself out loud. I tried to talk to her, but nobody wants to talk to me. I don't blame her. I was trying to get her on the podcast. She has a bigger gap than my cock, but that's a different story, folks. So anyways, about last night, we got into the car, and one of these guys farted really bad. Stunk worse than my farts. And he parked really far, and we walked to this place called Brew. That's where we went. We went to this place called Brew, and it was kind of a shitty night because the Brazilian guy, him and his friend, kept walking in and out. They kept walking in and out of the bars, in and out, in and out, in and out. They walked out of the Club Brew like 5 or 6 times. But I did dance with a white girl last night. And, you know, usually I would say 90% of the time I dance with a girl, it is usually black. Sometimes it's, you know, they dance with me. Most of the time I dance with them. But I danced with this white girl. I think I met her before. I don't know, she was like middle-aged looking. Not middle-aged, I mean older, about my age. Mature looking, I should say. And I danced with her for a little bit while her friends took pictures. And then that's pretty much all that happened. I made some dance approaches, got rejected. And then the Brazilian guy was in a bad mood because he lost his job this week, you know? So he wasn't feeling too well. You know, usually he's all happy and he's high-fiving. And he's like, come on, Josh, have fun, man. But I was the one having fun last night. So I got home last night like 2:30. He drove me home. He drove me home. Then tonight, I texted him and said, hey, man, are you going to Old City tonight? He said, yeah, but here's the thing. I'm not going to leave till late. See, he follows this religion shit, you know, this pickup shit like a religion. And his other friends didn't want to get here too late. So I told him, you know what, dude, I'm just going to take the train down. So I got down here at, what time? 9:45 or something. And I drank my concoction of vitamin water and the rest of my Amsterdam vodka. I'm officially out of Amsterdam vodka. It wasn't bad for a cheap vodka. The worst vodka I've ever had is this Polish vodka, and I am Polish. It's called Kabasia, not Kabaska, Kabasi. Whoa, it was a weird collision right there. And I finished that bottle up, by the way. So, yeah, that's what happened. And so last night, so tonight I got down here, and then as soon as I started drinking, it started fucking raining. So I drunk, and then the Brazilian guy texted me. He said, where you at? I met up with him and his Brazilian friend he lives with. His name was Barcier. I don't know. Really long B name. It starts with a B. Met up with them. And right off the bat, I was having fun with people. Right off the bat, I was making approaches. We went into Plowing the Stars. Plowing the Stars usually sucks. But tonight, it was fun. You see, a lot of people are celebrating an hour more sleep. Even though the fucking cold, shitty weather's coming in. I'm across from the Cuba Libre because I can't sit outside my usual spot. And they're still partying in there. Plowing the Stars just closed. Most bars close around this time. So I drank my concoction. I got pretty buzzed. I went to Plowing the Stars. And the Brazilian guy he hangs out with, starts with a B, he had like 5 or 6 beers tonight. This guy could fucking drink. And he said he wasn't even that drunk. He was actually trying to get drunk. So... Oh, no, I'm sorry, man. So, yeah, that's what happened. So, I hung out with him most of the night. Alan wanted to separate. We separated from them. The 3 guys from last night came out. Nate, this guy, Alex, who's really weird. He's like this frigid guy. He goes on random rants and shit. He's a weird guy. So, but he gets laid more than I do, which is sad, because he's a fucking nut. And pretty much that's what happened. Much more happened. So then I stayed in Plow for quite a bit. I was actually having fun in there, which is rare. Then we went to National Mechanics. I got to National Mechanics around like midnight.
And I stayed there for like an hour and a half, which is rare for me. Pretty much, I tried to dance with girls. I got blown out all over the place. Not much really happened. Of course, the bouncers were trying to encourage me. Oh yeah, so I was having fun, and this girl was like waving me over. And I knew she was with guys, and the bouncer goes, "She's waving you over. Go over to her." So I went over to her, and of course, she, she played me. She went, "No, I don't want to dance with you," and she laughed, and I walked away. And I told him, I said, "So I'm never going to listen to a bouncer again, because they don't care if I get laid. They're just goofing on me, you know." So that's pretty much. So another thing happened is this Indian people walked in, and I said to this one Indian girl who had a really curvy body, I said to her, "Hey, your hair is frizzy like mine, curly hair." And she laughed, and then this Indian guy, he was like pushing me out of the way. So I pushed him back and said, "Hey, fuck you, man." And I think he heard that. Luckily, we didn't get into a fight or anything, but he was like this ignorant fuck. Then, pretty much when she was leaving, she came over and kind of gave me a hug and said, "Goodbye, my curly friend." I think she wanted my dick. But once again, she's with one of these fucking Captain Save-A-Ho faggots who, he's probably fucking none of the girls in the group. He might be fucking one, but he's got to act like the protector. It's like, go fuck yourself, dude. She wanted my dick, but whatever. And I actually had fun tonight. At one point, I was actually dancing by myself, which I rarely do. The alcohol did help. I was dancing around in circles. I had a good vibe. I just felt good tonight. I think it was because I had a hard week at work. That and the combination of the alcohol. And the Brazilian guy was having fun too. He doesn't dance, but he was dancing because he was drunk. And then Alan came back over and said, "Hey, do you want to ride home?" And I said no. I turned it down because he wanted to leave early. And I said, "Nah, man, I don't want to leave early." You know what I'm saying? I'm going to walk around for a little bit, actually, even though it's fucking raining out here. And so that's pretty much all that really happened. I went back to Plow to close the night out. Black chick asked me where the bathroom was. She thought I worked there. I should have asked her for a makeout, but I don't think it would have worked anyways. I think she would have either way said, no. But it doesn't hurt to ask. So pretty much that's what happened tonight. And tonight was actually a success for me as far as actually having fun. Because that's all I really care about at this point. I actually want to have fun. Yeah, I want to get, laid and stuff. But as I said, I don't even want to approach these hoes anymore, really. And these bouncers that are trying to, get me into it, it's like, I don't have the fucking what it takes. And I don't have the tall, good looks they have. You know what I'm saying? I don't have it in order to make these, I make approaches, but girls look at me literally like I have half a face. I don't know why I try anymore. I even tried to dance with this, really big, fat black chick, and even she didn't want to dance with me. But you know what? It's fine. That's completely fine with me. Lots of people were fucked up tonight. Now, I knew people were going to get fucked up because when I was driving for Uber, people were puking. There was puke everywhere. People were just fucking knocked out. And, of course, that's what happens tonight. I see people in their cars right now literally just sleeping. They're fucking knocked out. And, yeah. So, I don't know how long I'm going to stay out here for. Because right now it's 1:16. Well, technically, it'll be time for me to get my train. But it is still early. But I don't know where else to go. I went to Lucha Cartel. Lucha Cartel was kind of okay. I'm not paying the cover tonight because everything... Cuba Libre has a $10 cover. I did not bring enough money. And I don't have dress shoes on. Blue Martini. I don't have enough money for that as well. That's a place you need... I think they're closed, by the way. I'm not sure. Cuba Libre is the only poppin' spot right now. So this is probably the best place to go to tonight. But you know what? I'm a cheap guy. And guess what? I spent no money last night. I spent no money last night. And I spent no money tonight. So I'm actually happy with that. Because I'm even though I work a full-time job now, I want to quit this fucking job soon. Because it's sucking the life out of me. And, but listen, right now I'm going to try to work here for at least 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks if I can. To, whatever. This isn't a financial podcast right now. But I'm seeing hosts coming out to Cuba Libre right now. I was thinking about getting a slice of pizza, but I'm not really hungry. So yeah, Plowing the Stars is closed. People are emptying out of there. National Mechanics, I think they also close. A lot of these places do close at 1 tonight. I even told the Brazilian guy, because when he texted me and said, "Hey, I'm going to get here late," when he got here, I said, "Dude, why are you getting here late? Most of these places close." But see, he's a selfish type of guy. He's very generous. He actually just moved 4 minutes from me on Harbison Avenue. He's a very nice guy. He gets me a ride. I don't want to talk shit like, you know, he's not a nice guy, but it's just the fact that he, you know, if he's not having fun, then he wants to leave. Like last night, he was in a bad mood, and it's like, well, sorry, dude, sorry you're not having fun. I know you lost your job. I know what that's like, but don't fucking, you know, make me leave with you. And that's what he did tonight. He's like, come on, let's leave. I'm like, hey, dude, I told him, I said, I'm actually having fun. That's what I told him. I said, I'm having fun tonight. I really had fun. Tonight actually was dancing. I was meeting people. Yeah, if I would have danced with some girls tonight, that would have made it better. If I would have had some physical contact. I actually had a good fucking time tonight. And I'm actually proud of myself that I did. Because I don't have fun anymore these days, sadly. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I want to have more fun in life, but it's not easy because, you know, it's hard to hang around like-minded people and they want to have fun like you. And it's, you know, these fucking hoes, they don't want to fucking, you know, deal with me, which is fine. So, yeah, man, what are you going to do? My fucking cheap belt is fucking hanging off, but that's because my cock is so big. My cock is so big, everybody, when I wear a cheap belt, it pops open. That's not my belly, by the way, even though I have a big belly. I do see two hoes resting their feet outside, so they obviously want to get approached. Not because, once again, they want dick, but because they want attention. I gotta fix my belt. So I got the phone on my chin right now. Oh yeah, I was fixing my belt tonight inside Plow of the Stars. And, come on, man. And then these two girls were looking at me as I was adjusting it. This guy was trying to bump into me. This fucking middle-aged loser, losing his fucking hair. Some guy who was like 30 years too old to be hanging out here. That's probably going to be me, by the way. I'm going to be the old guy soon, hanging out in these bars with these kids. But hey, I'm already the old guy now, 31 years old. I think this girl's peeing in the middle of the sidewalk. If she is, that's pretty fucking savage. I mean, because girls usually, when they have to pee outside, they go in an alley or they go behind a tree and they piss. She looks like she's about to just piss right in the middle of the sidewalk. She's squatting like she's pissing. It's really fucking weird. So it's 1:20 right now, once again. I think I might head home early, actually, tonight. That might be a good thing, because it's raining out here. I'm underneath the, close to the Continental. I'm not getting wet right now. And I'm not sure. The trains might be running a little bit slower tonight. I see people are officially leaving. People are really drunk tonight. Way more drunk than they usually are, you know? And that's how it was when I drove for Uber last year. People were yelling out my car windows, screaming, puking, fucking nonsense. Just fucking nonsense. Yeah, I'm not going to make any more approaches tonight. I mean, I'm still in a talkative mood, believe it or not. But for this, it's hard to get audio for this podcast with other people, because on a night like this, usually a lot of people are passing me. Nobody's really passing me right now. It's a lot of girls look like they got fucking date raped. I'm not even trying to make a joke. They literally look like that. Like, they drunk so much tonight, they fucking literally look like they're like gonna pass out. And that's not cool, because, you know, with this whole, you know, fucking sexual harassment claims going around, these girls need to watch how they drink, you know, since guys are such pigs, you know what I mean? A girl did message me on Bumble tonight, and it was weird. She said, hey, how you doing? My name's blah blah. How are you? And I wrote her back and said, hey, I'm doing good. I was like, what are you up to tonight? She didn't write back. So it's these girls are just sort of fucking idiots. Like, you message somebody, and because they can't read your mind and fucking guess what you are thinking, you don't want to talk to them. But you messaged me, you contacted me, but I'm supposed to read your mind and go, okay, she wants to talk about this, she wants to talk about that. Like, you contacted me. But listen, it's fine. The other pickup guys, I think Nate and Alex are their names. I don't know where they went. I think they met two girls and they left with them. Which, if that happened, that's pretty cool. Good for them. This one guy, Nate, I wouldn't say he's good at game. He's just a good-looking guy. I guess girls like the way he looks. The same thing with the Brazilian guy. But the Brazilian guy, he doesn't care about getting laid. You know, he could easily get laid. He could easily go on Tinder and fuck girls like crazy. He just likes to, he's a guy who likes to have fun. So yeah, he left early. And listen, it's all good. Yeah, I think about wrapping this segment up because the streets are clearing out. It's not even rated that bad, by the way. It's just drizzling. And usually lots of people are walking near me to the point I'm annoyed. But see, Cuba Libre closes another 20-something minutes. 30-something minutes. So I don't know if I really want to stay out here for another 30-something minutes. It's pretty long, for me. I could get a slice of pizza, but I can't eat it outside, this weather. I'm not going to eat it outside. And, I'm not willing to do that. And then Cuba Libre, I'm trying to look inside right now. There's definitely girls in there, obviously. There's always girls. I've not been at Cuba Libre in over a month, by the way. I've not been there, actually, maybe a month and a half even, because Friday nights used to be free. They have a big line, and on top of that, they charge $5. And as I said before, I'm a cheap fuck. So I'm going to wrap this up. If anything interesting happens, if I decide to stay out, I will keep recording. But as of right now, this is going to wrap up the Daylight Saving Time, end of 2017. Summer commentary with drunk people.
If you listen to the last segment, I actually did get a slice of pizza, and I actually did eat it in the rain. So it's kind of funny when I listened back to something I said, I can't do that. Well, I did. As soon as I got done, I was going to take the train. I said, you know what, I'm going to get myself a little slice of pizza. I got myself a nice fresh slice of pepperoni pizza with a fountain Coke, and then I took the train. So I lied, which is rare in this podcast. Alright, so it's Sunday night here. Happy Daylight Saving Time to you all. Hope you all enjoyed your extra hour of sleep, or extra hour of jerking off, whatever you guys did. I'm going to do some topical news and weird news, and close this thing out. I texted Beeline about a half an hour ago. We're supposed to be doing a show around 8-ish. It's like almost 7, and I've not heard back from him. Maybe the cocksucker didn't turn his clock back, I don't know. But I don't know, maybe he's pulling a prank on me. Maybe he, I don't know, maybe his friend and his girlfriend got mad at him because he wants to do a podcast with somebody that put an episode up that they weren't approved. I don't know what's going to happen, but if he decides not to do the show with me, I can care less. But I just hope he doesn't text me because I'm really tired of just, people being fake in my life. Anyways, let's get to the topical news. Top story. It's officials ID shooter after 25 killed at a Texas church. Now it's 26 confirmed dead, 20 wounded. Suspect identified. This is in Sutherland Springs. So once again, you hear these random shootings and it's scary. You can just go out one day and it can be all over for no reason. It's pretty fucking scary. Well, let's see what else. Oh, Kevin Spacey's brother says, I suspected a dark side. That's pretty shitty. When you think about it. It's like, why would you say that about your brother? Why don't you stand by your brother and said, I would never think he would do that. I mean, that's what I would do if my brother was accused of jerking off some young kid, even if he was gay, But Sean P. Diddy Combs was Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Puffy. Sean Combs changed his name yet again. He's changed his name to Love, but he will also answer to Brother Love. That is fucking corny. My new name is Love. Okay, Brother Love. That is gay. I'm sorry. Puffy's pretty cool. Diddy's pretty cool. Brother Love. That sounds like a fucking gay name, but hey, what are you gonna do? Fan antagonizes cop with a cigarette and gets dragged out. Alright. That sucks for that guy. African American woman, I call her black, reporter takes stand after body shaming. So what did somebody say? She was too thick? Let's see. She's thick, man. A woman comments that African American female who's reported Dallas looks ridiculous in her clothes. It's a woman comments. Wednesday morning, a woman on Facebook posted a photo of WFAA Channel 8 Demetria Obili wearing a red dress, criticized the way she looked in her dress, and take it down. She's a 16/18 woman, a size 6, looks ridiculous, she said. She said, I'm not a 16/18, you call out my size, like that's going to hurt me. She says, here's one of the racist, hateful emails I received for rocking my natural hair. So black people on TV, there's nothing wrong with that. So I guess someone said something racist, but yeah, I'm looking at her body right now, and listen, it's kind of,
I wonder if her body's fake or not. She's got these big giant thighs, but her stomach is really slim. So obviously she's got some sort of like liposuction. But listen, you know, the whole big fat curvy thing is in. You know, it's in more than ever. So, what are you gonna do? You know. All right. What else is going on? You know, most of these stories about either Trump or it's about the NFL. Some people, Vin Scully, whoever that is, said I would never watch another NFL game again. So he's disgusted with these football players taking a knee. Larry David's Holocaust joke called offensive. Well, he's Jewish. If a Jewish guy can't make a Holocaust joke, why is it okay for black people to call each other niggas and all that stuff? Isn't it perspective? Larry David's SNL Holocaust joke ripped by Anti-Defamation League. Offensive and insensitive. It says Larry David's concentration camp joke on Saturday Night Live through a tweet on Sunday. He managed to be offensive, insensitive, and unfunny at the same time. Quite a feat. This guy wrote, fuck you. Let's see if this is the joke. I've always been obsessed with women and awful wondered if I grew up in Poland when Hitler came to power and was sent to a concentration camp, would I still be checking out women in the camp? I think I would. Now, I don't know how he delivered that, based on the way I read it. That was pretty awful. It wasn't a great joke. David continued, oh my god, is she gorgeous? I'd like to go up and say something to her. So yeah, I mean, the joke's not, well, maybe it's because the way I read it. Jimmy Fallon's mom, Gloria, has died. So that was the family emergency. Had to get his show canceled for the week. So that sucks. No joke there. Juliana Margulies says Steven Seagal and Harvey Weinstein trying to sexually harass her. Yeah, I heard, she told a story about Steven Seagal. I heard he went up to her and said, are you going to be naked in this movie? I heard this on Howard Stern. And she said, no. And he said, well, you should be. Why don't you take your clothes off right now? Something like that. So, once again, I mean, these guys get power, and that just goes straight to the dick. You know? Man finds fish growing around a plastic drink ring. Those things are scary, right? Those little things. It says there's footage of an entire home being swept away. Hershey finally has a new flavor in 20 years. Now remember, the Hershey bar is supposed to be classic, even though they have the one with nuts. And let's see. Oh, it has cream in it. What is it? Gold caramelized cream. Sounds pretty bad. Doesn't sound that appeasing, but what are you gonna do? I think I'm gonna get to the weird news right now. I don't know if there's it says man finds treasure hidden from Nazis for over 7 decades. Nurse turns white when she learns patient's identity. What? That woman has a cock? Oh my god. I had no clue. I thought it was a woman. Alright, let's get to the weird news and we will wrap this up. Wrap this episode up like a small penis and a condom. If that makes anybody laugh. Probably not. I have to go to another website because Charles Barkley says there's no such thing as a vegetarian. There actually is, but some people do break their thing. But yeah, I gotta go to a different website. Man accused of driving minivan with son and plastic pool tied on top. I think I've read almost all these stories before. Where's the one website I go to? Yeah, it's a shame. I used to go to Huffington Post and it used to be good. That's farted right now. I ate one of those pickle sausages. Alright, prankster tosses yellow dye into Lincoln Center's fountain. Prankster has thrown yellow dye into a fountain in New York's Lincoln Center of Performing Arts. Photos posted on social media showed lemon, yellow water gushing from the fountain. That's pretty fucking cool. It's been featured in movies like Moonstruck and Ghostbusters. Woman charged with DUI on horseback. Mayor quotes Jay-Z after not guilty DUI verdict. It must be from 99 Problems. That's my guess. It says not guilty. Y'all got to feel me. Oh, that's from H to the Izzo. For those of you who follow the rap. It says Swedish watch postal thieves board moving mail truck from car. Town leader tried to bury his defunct auto garage.
Man who used water gun in bank robberies gets up to 10 years. Freeze, or I'll squirt you with faucet water. Man seeking medical pot bombard gynecologist's office. I wonder if he walked in and girls were literally getting their pussy checked. And he's like, hey, I want some fucking pot here. Woman charged with stealing nuns' renewed cheesecakes. 4-foot-long lizard found in a Southern California backyard. Nurse delivers her own baby in car outside her hospital. Woman claims 2 lottery prizes on the same day. Somebody kill her. Hopefully. No, that's terrible. Alright, folks. Well, we've been through a lot this week. That will wrap up this episode. I'll see you guys on the next one. And thank you for listening to any of this. If you listen to any of this nonsense, that makes no sense what I just said. I'm rambling. And you just listened to, come on, you know.
You have just listened to the world's most awful podcast show, JoshCast.